Hi, welcome to lesson 4 of the Using MS Word Like a Pro course. My name is Heidi Mueller and I will be your instructor throughout the entire course. The goal of this course is to introduce you to some little known tools and tips that will take your word processing skills to the next level. In this 4th lesson, we will look at the change case tools in Word and how to use them correctly like a pro. We will be working on the document that we worked on in the 3rd lesson. If you still have it open, you can simply carry on where we left off. Otherwise, you could download the exercise file Professional Video Services 4.docs. Here we will look at a common gremlin that I see often, but people are just not aware of it. Fortunately, it is very easy to fix. Open the document and look at the title. This is a common gremlin which I see quite often, but people are just not aware of it. Fortunately, it's easy to fix, so this will be a fairly short lesson. What we notice with the title is that the text is both bold and underlined, and that is a no-no. For one, in today's wired world, underlined text signifies a hyperlink, so the underline must go. There are other ways of emphasizing text with different fonts, larger font sizes, or even using color. But you definitely don't need bells and whistles, belts and braces. The underline has to go. So our first job is to select the text, move our pointer to the left in the margin till we get the arrow pointing, click to highlight the text. So up here in the ribbon you will see the U, the underline button is highlighted. Click it once to turn it off and the underline is gone. The next problem is that it is all uppercase. Well, again, in today's wired world, that indicates shouting. If you use all uppercase, it means shouting. And it would be quite rude. I know that the title is important, but to actually shout it at your clients would be quite rude. So let's fix that using the Change Case tool. First, we highlight it. Then, up on this section, the font section of the ribbon, it's this button that we're after, Change Case. There are 3 modes. Everything uppercase. Let's have a look at them again. Everything uppercase, everything lowercase. Sentence case, only the first letter of the sentence is uppercase. But we want this one, capitalize each word. That is what we do for titles and headings. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay, because it's now no longer all uppercase, it's in fact easier to read, but it has the appearance of being slightly smaller. So we'll highlight it again using our Grow Font button. Click it sort of twice. I think that'll do nicely for the heading. So while we're at it, let us fix this here as well. The same sin, bold and underline. No good. Well, what we'll do is highlight the heading, remove the underline. Beautiful. Then we'll move it one size to make it stand out. Beautiful. Now, the other problem we have is you want this heading to be closer to the text that it applies to and further away from the paragraph above so that it is clear it belongs to this text and not that text. At the moment, because it was spaced using Enter, Enter, it's spaced equally on both sides. That'll be the next thing to fix. So I'll highlight that again. I want the paragraph formatting, so I'll right-click here and choose Paragraph to get the paragraph formatting dialog box. Or if you want, you could go to the Paragraph section and click on that little arrow. It gives you the same dialog box. And here what we want is to give 12 points of space before and 6 points of space after. So there'll be more space above and less space below, showing that this heading applies to the text that follows and has nothing to do with the text above. So click and apply. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, we still have these offending paragraphs, but we'll fix that. What I want to do next is to take this formatting that I've applied painstakingly by highlighting, removing the underline, going to paragraph, giving space before and space after. I don't want to repeat that, so I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to suck it up with my Format Painter. Before I click it, notice the second bit of text. It says double-click this button to apply the same formatting to multiple spaces in the document. That's what I want to do. So I'll double-click, and yep, there I have my cursor with the paintbrush. So I'll go down, apply it to that heading. I still have it. Apply it to that heading. Apply it to that heading. Apply it to that heading. And that's it. Good, it's done. I have applied that formatting that I had created for this first heading and applied it to all the others. I'm still in the format paragraph mode. I want to get out of it. I simply click on it again to cancel out. Now my pointer is back to normal. The last thing to do to fix these headings is to get rid of all these extra paragraphs. Highlight, highlight. I'll do the same here, the same here, do the same here, and do the same here, and that's done. So there we have, by using our select and our change case button, we've fixed up the title, we've fixed up this heading, used the Format Painter to pull in that formatting and applied it to all the other headings. We've done a lot. So before we finish, let us, just by way of exercise, fix up these pesky page numbers. Notice that although the boss had placed this page number beautifully at the bottom, because of all our formatting, oops, it slipped over to the next page. That often happens when you have gremlins in your document. They really give you some surprises. Well, this is easy enough to fix. The first thing to do, though, is we want a page number in this footer area that we can now see because of the text boundaries. For now, we'll let Word do the heavy lifting for us. In a future course, we'll look at headers and footers in much more detail. But for now, we'll go to Insert on the ribbon, click on that, and then move over to the Headers and Footers section. There's Page Number, which is what we want. So click the little arrow, hover over bottom of page, move across and choose plain number 2. So just a number in the bottom margin in the center. Click on that. And there is my number in the footer where I wanted it. What Word has done is automatically changed us to the header and footer mode. You can see this on the ribbon. We're in the header and footer mode, and we have a toolbar in the ribbon with all the tools for working with headers and footers. As I mentioned in one of the upcoming courses, we'll look at this in much more detail, but for now, the job is done. We have our page number in the footer. Click on the Close Header and Footer button here on the right in the ribbon to return back to the normal document mode. There we go. So let's scroll down quickly to see. There's page 1, page 2. Beautiful. All we have to do is get rid of the typed in page numbers. Well, we know how to do that. Click in the margin to highlight the entire line. Press delete. And we'll scroll down. Oh, here we have a whole host of them. So click and select all of those paragraphs. All selected. Press delete. Job done. Now our document is beautiful and we can comfortably print it out. In this 4th lesson, we discussed the common error of using bold and underline for headings and titles, as well as adding all uppercase. We use the change case option on the ribbon to replace all the uppercase with the more correct capitalize each word formatting. We then removed the underline and applied the formatting to the other headings using the Format Painter. Well, that wraps up using MS Word like a Pro course.